So day 85, we just got into New Jersey after staying at Delaware Water Gap at the end of Pennsylvania in the church hostel, and just taking a small celebratory break before we do our 20 miles today. We have so many plans happened last night. We decided to hit up New York City on Saturday. And we had this plan laid out. We would stay at this hotel in this town that's right after New Jersey. Well, I'm telling other people our plan, and Danny's boy is right there. And this other hiker, Bagel, is like, hey, I'm taking zeros this weekend, and you guys can camp in my parents' yard, and the train station goes right into New York, and you won't have to stay at a hotel. So our plan shifted to doing that. She's going to pick us up Friday night from the trail. We have to do very aggressive miles tomorrow and the next day, and then hit New York City early Saturday and go back, take the train back, and then we're going to get driven back to the trail. And just north of where we got picked up is a drive-in movie theater you can camp at. So Saturday is going to be a complete zero day, and we're going to camp at the drive-in movie theater. They're playing Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse, and then Guardians Volume 3 right after that. But we'll all be probably falling asleep by then, because the first movie is at 8:45 and the second movie is at 11:05. But huge plans happening, huge miles needing to be done. But we ate a lot of food in town. We got our resupply, and just have really good things to look forward to. So talk to you guys later. So I didn't mention the hostel was pretty hopping. Ran into James and Claire, Jenga and Claire. They were there. Good to see them again. And this Australian guy whose name is also Nick. He doesn't have a trail name, it's just Nick. And it was a good time. Like I said, most of us tented outside. And we were toying with the idea of doing 4 extra miles today, making it a 24-mile day. It all depends on how we feel when we hit the tent sites. It's been raining all afternoon, most of the day, but hasn't been too bad. It's not like too cold. It's a good temperature. And right now there's a break in the rain, but it's supposed to start storming soon. If we can get those extra 4 miles in, we'll just save it off our mileage on Friday and do another 24-ish miles tomorrow. That way we can potentially get done a little earlier, get picked up by Bagel, and get all our evening chores done. There's another hiker that Bob knows who's in on the plans for now. Her name is Scoops. So me and Danny Boy just met her last night. She pulled into the hostel really late, like right before me and Danny Boy went to bed. So she's like a late starter and a late hiker. It amazes me how many people. I thought I would start late when I would wake up at like 8 and get on trail at 8:30. I always felt like behind. But some of these people aren't starting until afternoon, and that's just crazy to me. And it feels so good getting started at like 6:30 with Danny Boy and Bob. So this morning was a later start because we wanted to get breakfast at the coffee shop. But tomorrow's going to be tomorrow and Friday will be early days. Same with Saturday, so we can make it to the city pretty early and get everything we want to do out of the way and make it back in time to get back to the trail and set up camp. So I will talk to you guys later. Climate, Dan.
You taking a picture or a video?
Now a video.
Oh, God bless America. Yeah.
Alright, so it's day 86 now, and I was actually the first to leave camp. We ended up only doing the 20.9 miles that we originally intended on doing. The extra 4 miles would have put us way too late into camp, later than we all like to get set up. But Bob's friend Scoops showed up super late to camp. Speaking of Scoops, there was another Scoop doing trail magic at one of the road crossings yesterday. So that was pretty cool. He had he got the name from because he used to work at an ice cream shop. But he had like ice cream and beer and lemonade and some other snacks and bananas. So wasn't expecting to get any trail magic with all the rain and storms yesterday. So that was pretty cool. He did the AT last year or a couple years ago, I forget. Looking at a 23.7 mile day, which is what was in the plan. There's not really a convenient spot to extend mileage to if we felt like making a smaller day tomorrow, because tomorrow is going to be around 25 miles or more. But we just don't have any options today. The next option is going to make it a 29 mile day if we did it. And I guess that spot is technically private property that allows hikers, and the caretaker went into poor health and the property isn't really taken care of anymore. So we don't know what that would look like if we went there. So yeah, just a big day of hiking today. I'll talk to you guys later.
See all those birds, man?
Where?
They were right in that tree right there.
No, I didn't.
There were 8-seater waxwing that apparently like Aaron Copeland as much as I do, because they were killing it.
Oh. So there was this road crossing, and down the street was a tavern that didn't open till 11:30, and I was passing it probably just after 10. But I got to a parking lot and used the porta potty there, and then Danny texts the group, "Oh, the tavern's closed, I'm gonna wait for it." I'm like, I wasn't that far past it. I'm like, oh well, if you're waiting for it, I'll come back. Bob was a little too far ahead to come back. She had just done a climb. So I went back, waited with Danny. Ton of other hikers showed up, including Matt, who is walking with Lucky Colleague, the Englishman walking. He has a YouTube as well. And other hikers. Scoops showed up too. She had to hitch into town and get something from the post office. So she joined me and Danny. We sat at the bar and drank coffee. And the lady running the place, super nice, comped our coffees. So we got those for free. And I had a good burger. And we have 60 miles to go after that. Let's see, where do I go here? Up here. So, I'm still all congested. Lots of drainage last night, and it's all in my throat and stuff. So, Danny Boy's suffering from like the same type of thing. Like, we think the allergies are just hitting us in this area. So, she ended up giving us some Benadryl, the lady at the bar as well. So, she had like a whole medicine cabinet of stuff that hikers have left prior. So it was a really cool place. I think it was the Mountain House Tavern. And it was very good and a little on the pricier side, but very hiker friendly. And highly recommend them. So I'm gonna go and get these miles in.